everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how I used wigs to grow out my bio hair. Maybe this is the right way for you too. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. I wanted to share with you how I used wigs to grow out my bio hair. I had been wearing my hair in a short little bob like this one, but I had been coloring it dark brown for years and years and years. Ultimately, I was just really beating my hair up. I was using way too much chemicals on it. Once every 4 weeks for grow out. I was also using hot tools on it every day. I would wash it every day to go into work. And I would also use a blow dryer on it every day. So I was actually really mistreating my hair, but I didn't know the way out of it because I had always had dark brown hair and I was wearing it in a clinical setting. I was in the dental field and I was also an educator. So I just had this appearance that I felt like I had to lock myself into. Well, you know, as life does, sometimes we need to reevaluate what we're doing in order to be a little bit healthier for ourselves. So for me, I ended up having a brain tumor that forced me to kind of change my lifestyle, make choices about what I was going to be doing with my life and my time. And I thought that to begin, one of the things I could do is stop dyeing my hair, let my bio hair grow out, and be healthy. But I didn't know how to do that until I was forced into wearing a wig because of my brain tumor. So I'm going to show you how I went through that process. The first wig that I purchased was a Godiva Secret wig, lacy. It was close to the exact color of my hair that I dyed it. It was about the length that I wore it, and I would have it in a little stacked A-line. And we were going on a trip to Ireland. So I knew that a wig would probably help me with my pictures because I knew that with thin, fine hair, my pictures over in Ireland with the wind, the wet, and rain, I was doomed. So I bought a wig thinking that that would help. So let me show you what lacy looks like. So this is the wig that I purchased that looked very similar to my hairstyle. I think it was a little bit different in the back, but you know, it was close enough. I did have to struggle, with having all of this volume up here, but at the same time I thought, okay, I've been taking pictures of her. She looks great in pictures, so I'm going to trust that the process is going to work. So I took this to Ireland and all my pictures turned out great. Then after coming home, I knew that I really liked wearing wigs, and just being able to hide my hair underneath this felt wonderful. All I did was pin it back and pin it up with a headband. And so I wanted to get another wig to help alternate with this one. And I was thinking I wanted to go a little bit lighter because I wanted to start transitioning towards a gray color, or at least feeling comfortable in a gray color. So I opted for another Godiva Secret wig called Sabrina. And this was what I wore all the time. This is the color ginger brown. It's a little bit lighter than my lacy wig, plus it's low density. So I felt more comfortable in having a low density and having something that looked a little bit more like my bob. Now, knowing that I was going to be going into my clinical work every once in a while, I went ahead and wore this to work every day that I worked, and nobody knew that it was a wig. Nobody even thought about it. And that was what I wanted. I kind of wanted to fly under the radar. So I kept my own bio hair tucked up inside there, and I wore this wig for months and months and months, even years. My next step was I wanted to maybe grow my hair out a little bit. So I opted for another low density young lady by the name of Brianne Mono from Godiva's Secret Wigs. She has a mono top, no lace front, but I didn't care because I was wearing bangs. And this is another wig in the color ginger brown. And it allowed me to just go everywhere. I mean, look at this young lady. Isn't she wonderful? Low density, and I felt comfortable in it. Even when I went back to teach a little bit, my students had no clue that I was wearing a wig at the time. So this was a great transitional wig. So between my Sabrina and this one, I would wear it off and on. I would choose to wear the shorter one in my clinical dental office, and then I would choose to wear this longer one in my teaching environment. So everybody kind of still had the same view of me, but I got to alternate. Isn't that fun? So I started thinking more about lighter shades and maybe kind of thinking in the same family of wigs, but this was carrying me through another several months. I'm going up on another year or so of wearing wigs. I'm still tying my hair up underneath there, but I'm also noticing that I'm getting more grow out. Finally, I decided to bite the bullet and go a little bit lighter. So for the upcoming summer, I opted to go with Diana from Godiva's Secret Wigs. She has a lace front and a mono part, and she has this beautiful highlighted medium to light brown that I love this color. So I started wearing her, and I wore her off and on, and I would go back and forth between Brianne Mono and this one, thinking, maybe I dyed my hair a different color, or it would grow out a little bit more, or I'd cut a little bit of the layers here. But all the while, I am still letting my hair grow out underneath. Then I opted for another expansion on this same color family. And so I opted for Tiffany in Almond Roca Rooted. And that gave me another bob option with some of that lighter brown color. And as the summers kept coming, I would wear this and my Diana back and forth throughout the summer. Some people would see me a little bit more longer, some people would see me shorter, but I still was able to go back even into wearing Brianne Mono and my Sabrina, just to be able to keep a little more variety in my wig wearing health. Now this one definitely has a little bit more permatease, and this helped me to get used to a little bit more fullness. But as you can see, I've kind of patted her down a little bit so that she doesn't look quite so full on me. And I trimmed the bangs. So now I felt like I had my own distinct wardrobe of wigs. So I started to explore a little bit more. So I opted for another low-density young lady with heat-friendly fibers from Paula Young. This is Dahlia, and she is a wonderfully low-density wig. And for those of us who have a thin, fine hair, low density is really what we're looking for. We want to make sure that things don't feel like they're a bubble on our head. And Dahlia is one of them. This happens to be in the pecan rooted color, which has a dark root. It's a basic cap, no lace front. But here again, because I like to wear bangs, it checked all the boxes that I was looking for in a wig. And having it be just a bob, my signature style, so to speak, it was really believable. And this style also allowed me to think about going to another color. This wig allowed me the option of going a little bit lighter with this SF Honey color. And I found that for summertime, it's another really nice little wig that I could wear that would be lighter weight, less density, and give me that little boost of highlights in the summertime. It also allowed me to think about even going lighter. So I bought my first gray wig. This happens to be it. This young lady is called Timeless by JACLYN SMITH. Unfortunately, she is discontinued, and this is the color Silver Starlet. But there are lots of other wigs, other bobs that JACLYN has replaced her with. But this was my very first gray wig. So I got used to being able to use the grow out of my sideburns with this young lady and have it be low density as well and still be a bob of some sort. So I kept this little wig, and between all of those wigs, I could kind of pop around between one and the other and use those as part of my wig wardrobe. So as the years progressed, I would trim off the dark grow out on my hair, my bio hair, and let the gray inch its way down towards my shoulders. I even went to wearing some toppers that were gray. Sometimes I would wear brown and it would mix with my brown grow out, and it turned out just fine. But it gave me a lot of choices. But I really always liked tucking my hair up underneath my wig and having it be secure. I could tell as the months went by that my hair, my grow out hair, was healthier and healthier than the hair that was colored and needing to be trimmed off. And finally graduating to a shorter gray wig by Paula Young. Her name is Meg, and many of you have seen me in Meg in Silvery Moon and in Honey. So all of these wigs have been wigs that I have been wearing over the past 4 years, off and on, trading one in for another one out. You guys see me in all different wigs, even on my YouTube channel. But for everyday life, family functions, and do things with my kids and my grandkids, I'm wearing these wigs. Any one of these. And it has gotten me used to the idea of wearing lighter shades, mid-length. I can bounce from one to the other, but it helped me become comfortable and still provided the opportunity for me to wrap my hair up underneath the wig cap and protect it. So now it's been a couple of years since I've trimmed my hair, and it also has been several years that I've been growing my hair out. So let's take a look at my progress in growing my hair out, okay? How's that for growing out your hair? And the ends have all been trimmed off. They probably need to be trimmed again though. But look at this grow out. And now I know that my own bio hair is healthy and look, so I could cut my hair off and possibly wear it. But you know, being 72 years old, I have a receding hairline and my hair denier is very thin and fine and wiry. So at this point, I'm going to keep my hair long enough to still put up inside my cap, but I'm going to be wearing wigs for a long time. So this is one way that you can grow out your hair if you want to. Finding wigs that mimic your bio hair style and color, staying with it, and maybe progressing either with the same wig or maybe additional wigs that expand your choices a little bit. You can grow out your hair. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this helpful, and I'm going to go put on a wig. Bye-bye.